for my nigga Wisdom.
Yo, Romeo Wood, woke up to a text, started off good.
Good morning.
I'm about to get fresh, I'm cleaning the body, looking like Suge.
Good morning.
I feel like I'm him, I feel like the boy, like I am the one.
Good morning.
I could've been locked in the cell, but I woke up to my bitch and my young.
Good morning.
When it got real, I figured it out, ain't have any help.
Good morning.
I don't got a job, I make my own money, I work for myself.
Good morning.
You woke up this morning? Why the fuck are you mad?
Good morning.
You angry, you broke? Then you need to get off your ass.
Good morning.
Wake up, then I bake up. Every day you know I gotta get my cake up.
Good morning.
Wake up, then I bake up. Every day you know I gotta get my cake up.
Good morning.
Wake up, then I bake up. Every day you know I gotta get my cake up.
Good morning.
Wake up, then I bake up. Every day you know I gotta get my cake up.
Good morning.
I'm putting in work, you sleep. I'm putting in work, you sleep. Get up.
Good morning.
I'm putting in work, you sleep. I'm putting in work, you sleep. Get up.
Good morning.
I'm putting in work, you sleep. I'm putting in work, you sleep. Get up.
Good morning.
I'm putting in work, you sleep. I'm putting in work, you sleep. Get up. Get up.
You are now tuned into the Morning Woods podcast by my brother Wayne Woods.
Oh, that's right.
Yo. It's your boy Wayne Woods. I'm with the guys, and we got the vibes. And I'm here at 3EyeSteezy Studios. And this time, I'm here with a very, 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 very special guest. But before we get into that, I gotta say what's up to my dogs. Quaz, Jules, Cozy.
My guy.
We back on the other side of the table. It's nice to have you with me.
Already, brother.
And now I got a few new members of the pod squad. Chris,
You too.
Mars. How we doing, gang? How we doing? We well? We well. How we feeling, gang? We well?
We blessed, baby.
Yes, sir. Now that everybody is all acquainted, I got my gang introduced. We are here with a very special guest. This guest, he doesn't know because we ain't really that tapped in, but I am a true fan of this guy. I play his music very often. My guys in the stew know how I give it up. But we are finally here so we can make things public. We can celebrate him. Give it up for 3EyeSteezy. My fucking guy, my guy. How we doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. How you?
Man, I can't complain. I just want to first off say thank you for coming through. Thank you for supporting
Thank
the
you
pod.
for having me.
You already know we ain't tapped in all the way and get truly dug in, but I'm just thankful for you coming through and supporting the vision, supporting the mission. And anything you want to start off by saying, anybody you want to shout out, anything you want to say just to start things off.
Follow me on Instagram, Twitter at 3EyeSteezy. That's the number 3, EYESTEEZY. Yeah, that's really it. Download my album, Hi, I'm Steezy 2 on all platforms. Yeah. Just working.
Yes, sir. Now, we gonna jump right into it. Now, you call it an album.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people, once it's shorter, they call it an EP. A lot of people like to call it different names. So it's an album. And that's why I just want to make sure I got the proper, everything.
Yeah.
So, we just dropped. Now, how long ago? About 2-3 weeks ago?
Yeah, something like that. October 30th.
October 30th.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank
I
you.
was actually looking to land on that date, but things came up, so I pushed my situation back. But you were able to pull off a great project. It wasn't super long. That's something that I need to scale back on, trying to take my 15 tracks and just shorten them out. How do you get to releasing your album? How are you feeling? What was it like just building anticipation for the album? What was it like, because I know this is, the second one, just coming off of the first one and preparing for the release, what was the mindset like? What were things you were looking to capitalize on? What were the goals for this one?
Honestly, this one wasn't as I planned it out before coronavirus happened. it sounded completely different. And then like once we were on quarantine and we was locked down, I just was in the house just experimenting for real. So I was just finding different sounds, and then I started producing. And then I started learning how to use my voice more and be more vocal and like actually make music. So, and I don't know. I mean, it was cool. And I went out to Atlanta to record it. We recorded at Bravo Ocean.
The whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was going to ask you that.
It's
Did you
like one or
record it
two
somewhere
songs that I did like when I got back from Atlanta.
Because one thing I noticed, I heard you say, I was out Atlanta. I was out
Yeah,
Atlanta when I wrote
yeah,
this. I was
yeah, on the
wondering if you
intro.
wrote the whole thing out there. So
Yeah.
the whole thing was out there, the one studio locked in, same engineer.
Mm-hmm.
And who was the
Yeah.
engineer?
His name Andre.
Andre.
Yeah, Bravo Ocean.
Hey.
Yeah.
Now, is this your first time locking in with him?
Yeah, this is my first time actually recording in Atlanta. I had never recorded in Atlanta before. It was actually, honestly, my first time. I went to Atlanta for one day. We were supposed to just do like the one session. It was like a 10-hour session. And we were leaving the next morning. Our flight was at 7. And we ended up like chalking the flight and just stayed. But a couple more sessions, ended up staying for like 7 days.
So recording the album wasn't the plan down there.
Yeah, no, it wasn't the plan. I just was going to record for the experience. And I ended up staying. I liked what I recorded. I think the first day I did like 7 songs.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we got back to the hotel, I was packing up my stuff. And I was just like, I'm going to just extend the trip.
So going all the way down to Atlanta, of course you got the plan. All right, I'm going to go down to Atlanta one day. We're going to do this and we're going to bounce. What's going on through your mind as it's like, bro, fuck it. Like, I'm going to stay another week? Was it, I'm staying the whole month off the rip? Like, how did you get to the point where it's like, I'm a month in down here? Like, how did that come?
No. I wasn't staying no month. We thought about moving down there though. But we only stayed for 7 days.
7 days?
Yeah, we only stayed for like 7 days.
All right. So, damn, so you could knock the whole thing out in 7 days.
Yeah.
And you said before quarantine, it sounded totally different.
Mm-hmm.
How many songs ended up making it from that Atlanta trip?
7.
Oh, so
Like on the project
because you said it sounded totally different. Did songs
I meant
change?
no. That was before the virus. I didn't go to Atlanta until July. Like this, just
so
past
you went
July.
to Atlanta.
So when I went to Atlanta, it changed.
Oh, and you just decided to scrap the project.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I changed everything.
Damn, because
Yeah.
I did that before. I know how that gets. What made you scrap it? What happened?
I just like what I came up with down there. Like I didn't go down there with a plan. Like I didn't have like a set song or anything that I wanted to record. I just knew I wanted to record down there. So like before I got on a flight, I just had like my homie send me some beats. And when I got down there, I just like loaded up and I just went with the first thing like that would come to mind. That was like, it was a fun experience because that was the first time like I really freestyled. And it was like, I like what came out of it. So I just been running with that ever since.
So.
I see that like.
Oh, most definitely.
For sure.
So, will we ever get the original project that was how, will we ever, like, will it be broken up? Do you think you'll still deliver that project all in one? What happened to the Lost project?
It probably never would come out because I don't own the beats.
Oh.
So they were like all YouTube beats.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah. Like that was like a minute ago. They were all YouTube beats. And I was like, then like once I went to Atlanta, I just changed everything. Like, I don't know, I really even started like carrying myself different, like branding myself differently. So like actually focusing on like getting the business side of everything done.
So what did you go down there and see that just created this turn up for you? Because it seemed like you telling me you just went down to Atlanta and things, like the mindset just shifted.
I don't know. I think mainly what it is like sometimes we get stuck in that pocket of like just being in the city. Like, so it's like, especially like after the virus and everything, like after the lockdown and we was finally able to like be out. It was like realizing that it's more than just the city out there. Like, it's a whole world. So it's like, yo, this can take me somewhere. So it's like, let's try to do everything that I possibly can to point me in the right steps of getting there.
Now, before the Atlanta trip, before the mindset change, before we realized I really need to take it there, I need to get my branding up, I need to do this, I need to do that. One thing I noticed was the merch that you had. Was the merch always a thing, or did that come after the Atlanta trip? Was
Nah,
that
that
another thing
came.
of the mindset trip? The mindset change?
Yeah, I mean, it was a little after. I think I decided to start merch probably like 3 months ago,
Okay.
something like that. Like that's new, like that's brand new. That was just ways of like, I just started realizing like it don't matter. 1 million streams only get you like a couple $100.
Yes, sir.
So it's like I'm not even like breaking that level yet. So it's like to really make serious money out of here, like you really gotta. If you trying to make money just off streams, you gotta do millions of streams. Like, so I just was like, how can I make money and build a fan base now instead of waiting for a label to do all of that for me? Instead of waiting for their budgets and everything, it's 2020, about to be 2021.
Yes,
you
sir.
capable of being a record label yourself. Like, you don't need anybody to do anything. You could distribute your music. You could be your own publisher. Everything you can literally do yourself. I do my own graphic designs, all that. I never got anybody to make anything else for me. All my little promo videos, I do them all on my phone.
Hey,
It's just,
because one thing that I did see, you know, we did get a chance to lock in the studio session one time. I did see that you make your own beats. How long have you been doing that?
I just started making beats. I think coming up on a year now, probably like 9 months. Yeah, something like that.
So
I'm still like learning.
So
It's
part
still
of the
early.
is that part of the independency thing where it's like I just want to learn how to do everything in house, or was it something an interest, a personal interest?
Yeah. I just like music, so it's like even with like engineering, like I don't really like engineering myself, but I'll record anybody that asks me to record them.
So
I just like,
you've got a little knowledge as
so
well.
it's like I just like music and being around it. So I just want to learn everything possible about it.
Yes, sir. So as well as the production, you said, you know, being multifaceted, you know, is important. I see from your email address, it seems like you're really going to go the independent route, it seems.
Yeah.
Tell us about your plans, the name of your label, 3Eye.
Yeah.
Tell us what it is. Make sure we get the right name. You know,
yeah.
Tell us a little bit about it. How long you been running?
3Eye Records. It's really just me. Like, I'm just starting the brand of it for real. You know, just like getting everything registered and stuff like that, and actually taking it serious. Cause like, I don't know. There's a lot of artists that did it too, but like, I look at some people and I think of like, I could sign a record deal and they give me a little advance, but you have budgets within those deals. And if I make my own merch and they give me a $100,000 merch budget, I can pocket most of that money, or I can use that money to start a manufacturing company for my friends and let them run that. And that makes my merch as well. So now the label happy and they're still giving us that $100,000 check.
Yes, sir.
And that's funding the business. And same thing with recording, get a studio. And they don't have to know that I got a hand in all of this. They don't know who they paying. They just paying who I tell them I'm working with.
Yes, sir.
Same thing with videos. Like, I'm trying to build all of that production team. Have a record label pay us to fund a movie, shoot a movie with the budget, with my video budget.
Yes, sir. Now, speaking of videos, I seen your latest video for Big Rex.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that I was so happy to see, you were able to work with, please say his name for me. I do not want to mess up his name. Irk.
Yeah.
Irk. I've been following Irk for a while,
Yeah.
like from the very beginning, and he's still on the rise.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of people go for the bigger names, you know, the people who had their foot in the game for a while.
Mm.
But I see you wanted to you took the time to build with somebody.
Yeah.
How did you guys link up? How long have y'all known each other for a while? What's the
Yeah.
relationship?
I know Irk for, I don't know, it's been some years now.
And shout out to Irk too. I'm watching you, man.
Yeah, shout out to Irk. I met Irk. She did one of my homie videos, one of my homie Jason, Retro. He a rapper too. Make sure y'all check him out. She did one of his videos, and I like the aesthetic, like just like that old vintage, like but still like kind of like modern. So we actually did that in DC. Yeah, we was like out there at the same time. So I was like, yo, let's link up. We shot it in the garage at my hotel, at the hotel I stayed in.
Now, who this go to? Now, also,
I didn't even know we was passing. My fault.
no, you don't have to. No, you good.
My fault, yeah.
No, you good. Whatever you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. I'm just making sure my damn. I'm just making sure my gang, is all cool. But you mentioned starting your own record label, managing your own. All of these things, they started from somewhere. Is there an inspiration maybe that you've gotten of a bigger artist, maybe someone you just seen that you from the gram? What's your inspirations for all this? Maybe it was Nipsey,
Yeah,
R.I.P.
no, for sure. That was like one of the big ones. I don't know. I would say everybody, honestly, because I known like my whole life I wanted to be like involved with music in some way. I knew like I don't care. I think that's why I take on so many hats. Cause like in some way I'm going to like make a living off this shit.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, so whether it's like producing, engineering, like whatever it is, I don't even care if like I end up being a manager and I don't even rap or anything.
We coming forward.
No, for real. I just love being around it. And I just always studied like everybody. Like I remember watching like Wiz Day to Days when it first started. Like the very first episode, I saw it when it premiered. I waited for the next week, for the next one for years.
Yeah.
I was like,
yes,
up until
sir.
I was like 15, I was performing in my room, like on my bed still with my remote. I was like 15, 16 years old.
I know the vibes. Give it up for
I was
fucking
like, I just always
Give it
knew,
up
like I
for
always wanted to do it. So
I know the vibes, boy. We used to really run that shit back. Season 3 is by far my favorite season. It was like he had the ball rolling for a while, and it was like he finally got that shit like finally downhill.
And it was like you get to watch literally everything. Like it showed you everything.
Early
show you the mistakes, everything.
Early radio interviews, everything. Now, would I be wrong to assume that the first project had a lot of influence from Wiz?
Yeah.
Now, tell us about that. Wiz, was it just the day-to-days? What attracted you to Wiz? Because I can really tell that first, because I listened to it last week, and then I listened to it on the way down here. What attracted you to Wiz? Because Wiz is my guy.
Yeah.
Wiz is my guy.
From
From the very beginning, I was on a little paper run. I'm not smoking no blunts. Unfortunately, that changed over. But how did you get in tune with Wiz?
I found out about Wiz. It was I saw a glimpse of Say Yeah, but I didn't really find out, like, really lock in with Wiz. I think it wasn't until, I think it's called Tattoos, or Ink My Whole Body.
Yeah.
Ink My Whole Body.
Yeah. And
then I just started watching, like I said, even, like, before Wiz, I used to watch, like, the Young Money vlogs. Like, I just always was on YouTube. Like, once I got a computer, I was on YouTube, like, just watching them because that's what I was interested in. So I always told myself, when I get my chance, like, I'm going to know how to carry it, basically. Like,
yes, sir.
so I just studied it. Yeah. But, like, with Wiz, I think what made me like such a fan of him was like the mindset. I felt like we had like similar mindsets, and like even like with like during the Cushion Orange Juice era, like I honestly thought like that's how my mindset was. Like,
Smoke
so,
weed every day.
So it was like
every
it was
day.
cool. Like I did, that was some player shit, and then even then I fuck with Currency.
Yes, sir.
I was always a fan of Currency as well, and I found out about him like Young Money days, like just off YouTube, like watching him freestyle and shit. So like I knew of Currency before I knew of Wiz, but I wasn't really like in tune with Currency as much.
Same way.
Yeah.
Same way. So we spoke on Wiz, we speaking on Currency. How did you first realize this music is what I wanted to do? What was the first music thing? Was it Michael Jackson moonwalking on the stage? Was it 50 Cent with the bulletproof vest? What was your first? What was your hip hop moment that made you say, "Damn, I want to be a part of this"?
To be honest, I really don't know, because for as far as I can remember, this is all I thought about. As far as I can remember, I can't think of a time where I didn't want. I don't remember the first rapper I saw, but that might have been what made me want to do it. I know my uncle was a rapper, and he had like a group going on, but I didn't really see him like in the studio that much. I didn't really know he was a rapper until like I started growing up. That was just like my uncle. Like,
all right. And were you a rapper when you were young?
Yeah.
It's always been rap, though?
Yeah, I recorded my first song. I was like 7. I remember I was like 5. I wrote like one of my first raps. It had like all these different cuss words and shit. And
who was the first person?
My dad found it. My dad found it. I hid it in my pillowcase. I'm a kid. I'm not knowing he washed my pillowcase, so he took it off and found it. And he pulled me to the side though, and he was like, "If you want to rap, like I have friends that like I can take you to help you." And I think I was just like nervous at the time. I was like, no. I just always wanted to do everything on my own. I don't know. I was like a weird ass kid.
So you can just continue to do things and write on your own?
Yeah.
Did you ever link up with your father and his resources that he may have had?
No. Nah, like one time, I think I was like 13. I was 12. I was in middle school. And I had dropped a mixtape on Dad Piff, and he saw it.
And how was he coming with it? What was his whole thing?
He was like, "Why you ain't tell me?" Like one of them. And then he like took me to one of his friends that introduced me to like one of my first managers. That was decent because I met a lot of people.
So when you said how old when you recorded your first song?
I was like 7 when I recorded my first song.
And what were you recording your first song on? Was it a voice recorder or old cell phone?
Nah, it was like an actual studio. My uncle had took me to his friend's studio. He had it. I don't even remember like if it was Pro Tools or I don't know what it was at the time. I do know the whole verse that I rapped was a 50 Cent verse. What's crazy is they didn't know what I was rapping. They thought I was really rapping it, and they thought it was the hardest shit ever. Like, they was really hype about this song, like it was going to get them out the hood. But it was a 50 Cent verse.
You remember what verse it was?
No, I know it was from Massacre. Like, I'm 7, 8 years old rapping a 50 Cent verse from Massacre. Like, I memorized that. Before they heard it.
So, fast forward into growing into a full-grown, now you're looking to be a rapper. You stepping into the shoes. Now you're recording seriously. You remember how old you were then?
Yeah.
How old was that?
That was just recently, honestly.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because even the first Hi, I'm Steezy, I didn't really like record that. I recorded it, but I just had like a USB mic on my laptop. I rapped into it and then just put it out. Like I wasn't even really like putting any thought into it, really planning anything. I just was dropping music. And then I had no plan to drop anything after that.
So why the space? Why the gaps of inconsistency? I mean, you started when you were 7, and you started taking it seriously not too long ago.
Yeah.
Where was your head at throughout the time in the midst of the whole period of gap?
I don't know. I always went into like phases of like doubt, I guess, like self-doubt sometimes. And then a lot of times it'd be like, we still got to live like real life. So it's like I'm growing up and like life is changing for the most part. And then I'm also still trying to chase this dream. So sometimes I get caught up in, oh no, I'm going to just leave that alone. Like that's just a childhood dream. But what made me really want to take it serious was as many times as I always tried to give up on it, I can't. Like literally I can say I'm done with it today. And in about 2-3 hours, as soon as this podcast is over, I'd be making a melody or something. Like I'd be trying to make a beat or something. Like whenever I get mad, whenever like life happens, anything, music is like my out. Like that's my way, how I look of like getting everything out.
Now, you finally deciding you're ready to do this seriously. Was that down the Atlanta trip, or was that the first album and then something happened and you fell back off?
Nah, that was after I dropped the first project.
Mm-hmm.
I sat back and I was like, all right, I'm gonna really try to like see what I can make of it.
Cause you said
And
for
then
the first
that's when
album,
that's when the virus happened. So everything like went on pause.
So how long did Corona hold back the second? Did you
I don't know,
have
what was that?
Did you have a release date, a release month?
No, I didn't have like a set. I didn't have like a set plan. I had just started working on it like right after I dropped Hi, I'm Steezy. So most of it was just stuff that didn't make the tape, and I was still like in that vibe. And once we went on lockdown, and like I just stayed in the house, and I really started focusing on like producing and like just finding different sounds. And then within doing that, I started just experimenting with my voice. And then just trying different stuff, different flows, different harmonies and stuff like that.
Now, did you produce anything on the second album?
No, I would have, but we limited it to 9 songs.
Okay. And what producers do you have on the second album?
I got J2 Real, I got Toscani, I got Kazoku. Who else on there? My homie Tommy on there. I'm probably leaving somebody out. I'm high. I'm sorry.
Well, shout out to everybody.
Yeah, shout out to everybody.
Shout out to everybody.
I can't. Oh, I got my homie Larry on there. I don't even know. I forgot about Larry. He produced No Limit. That's the second song. That's like one of my most played songs on there too. So shout out to my homie Larry. And yeah.
Now, your vibes in the studio, because you said, you got beats sent to you, and then you went down to Atlanta, correct?
Yeah. Like I was like telling people to send me beats while I was like about to get on the plane.
Okay. So you didn't get the chance to lock in personally with people. So what was the vibe like while you were down in Atlanta in the studio doing your thing? Was it just you basically by yourself and the engineer? Who was all around? What was the vibes like? What was going on?
No, I had a couple people because a couple of my homies went down there.
Okay.
So I went, and my homie Tommy actually went with me. He's my engineer, but he's mainly a producer. but he does engineer on the side. And he a dope producer. But we went down there for the day, and he booked the session to mix a song, and I booked a session to record. And we just were going back and forth creating. And then I recorded the intro first. I didn't know it was going to be an intro. I just went with like the vibe. But I had recorded that, and the engineer actually told me that's an intro. And I was like, I thought about it. And I did like 4 more songs. And he was like, you got like a little EP as of now. And I kept recording. By the end of the session, I had 7. And then the next day, I did 6. And then after that, I did like 20-something songs total there. Yeah, I did 3 different drums, 3 different sessions.
So you did 3 sessions in total throughout the 7 days?
Yeah.
And got done about 20-something songs?
Yeah. And we were doing like little videos around the Airbnb and like just around the, I shot the video to Finessing. I shot that on the roof of our Airbnb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was going to get to that. It
Yeah,
looked
shout
like
out to my homie
counting.
Ryan too. My homie Ryan, he out the, we shot that on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we shot that on my phone. I edited it on my phone and everything.
Oh, you got to give Ryan some love. Ryan who?
Yeah,
Ryan
my homie
killed
Ryan. I'm high. I can't think of his Instagram name. I think he deleted it.
Oh, man. Is he like a camera guy?
No.
Or you was just like, bro.
We just be creating. Like, I got homies that do a clothing line, Bazaar, and he one of the members of that. And I'm around them every day. We were all down in Atlanta. We are like close friends. So I just was like, I recorded the song the day before, and I just liked it. It was something about the song. I just liked it. And I was in the back listening to it, and he was like, you should shoot the video. And I was like, with who? And he was like, just shoot it on your phone. We could do it. I was like, all right, bet. And I was like, I'm going to get on the roof. I got on a trash can, climbed on the roof, and he just shot it. That was like all like, we only did 2 takes of it. There's only 2 takes. Because the song only like a minute, some.
And who edited? Did Ryan edit it as well?
No, me and him both edited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. Now, Manny did that beat, right?
Yeah, Manny Lenko.
How is it working with him? Do you guys lock in the stew?
Yeah.
Together, how's that? Have y'all collabed on beats together?
Yeah, that's Manny like my brother. Like, for real.
How long have you known each other?
I know Manny for a while now. I don't know how long. I can't remember. But like we with each other every day. Like for the most part. Like we always cook up here at Paradise. We cook up at my homie Tommy crib, his crib. I don't know. We got a lot of music together though. I make some of his beats. I'm trying to convince him to rap. I'm honestly trying to convince Manny to rap.
Have you heard him rap? Or?
Yeah, he really could rap.
So he rap for real,
and
he's staying low.
Yeah, he hotter than a lot of
Manny,
people.
come out, Manny.
Manny hotter
we need
than
you,
a
Manny.
lot of people.
Oh, man.
A lot of people.
Is he like a rapper, like a rapidy rapper, or
No,
he really got
no,
sauce and they come with the beats as well?
It's gonna come. It's gonna drop, and everybody gonna see. I ain't gonna give out too much.
Shout out to
Manny,
Manny.
the hottest in the city.
For real.
Yeah.
We can't wait to hear that. Now, so you do produce. Have you been able to land any placements, any big placements, any placements that you consider to be your favorite? Any placements you still looking to land, or is it producing something you just do on the com?
A little bit of both, honestly. Like I don't really send out beats to like get big placements.
Okay.
Like I've probably sent out like to 2 different people, but that's really it. For the most part, I just work with like people I know. I want to be involved with. Like creating a song. Like I don't even send out beats. Like if to get a beat from me, like we gotta be there. I want to record it. I want to be part of like you creating the song because it's my song as well.
Right.
So, but I mean, I worked with Manny. I produced some songs for Manny. Rody Senpai, he dope. Eli 616. Miles Chancellor. I had some songs with Miles Chancellor. Who else? I'm fried. Oh, Ja Star. My bad. My homie. I don't know how I forgot about Ja. I got a couple joints with Ja. Me and Ja got some
shout
joints.
out him. Shout out him.
Ja be snapping.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, goals, short term, long term. We know we talked about the record label. Is there anything any goals you looking to hit immediately? You already touched on the placements. You really looking to just, lock in with, with people that you can build with.
Yeah.
On the artist side of things, is there anybody you looking to lock in with, get in tune with, anything of that nature?
Far like just in general, like anybody in the game or like.
I mean, whether it's locking in with an artist, whether it's doing the BET Awards, virtual performance.
Oh.
Anything
no,
you may
I
have,
definitely
any
got
goals
like
you may have.
Yeah, I got like different goals that especially like for 2021 just alone like thinking of like how I want to go about like my next project. Do I want to focus on like trying to get placements and try to brand myself as a producer? Like, do I want to chase both routes? Like, how I want to do it? Far as people like that I want to work with though, mainly just like the people that I always work up with, like even different producers like my homie Mars. Like,
Hey.
me and Mars got some hard shit, so produce Manny, my homie Corey, Tommy. Just like the same people I cook up with anyway. I just want to keep building with them because that's what I feel like it's all about. Like,
Building
fuck chasing,
with the ones around you.
fuck chasing the people that's already on. Like, they not looking down. Like, they up there already. Like, ain't nobody pulling nobody up no more. It's just all about you gotta build.
Yes,
So,
sir.
that's really what I just be on that for. I don't really have like. I would definitely love to work with like a few big names, like especially like on the producing side. Like I definitely would love to work with Pharrell, Kanye. Like, but that's something that if it happens, it happens. But I'd rather build with my homie.
Jesus is King 3.
Nah. I do want to work with Benny the Butcher though. Yeah.
That's thorough. That's thorough.
I do want to work with Benny.
Take it in that direction.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, any advice for anybody who's been through the struggle of the back and forth, going through self-doubt, question, can I do this and still maintain? Any advice for people like that? Anything you can say to encourage them? Any tips that you can give them? Anything like that you can give to people?
I mean, honestly, I'm one of them people that's just straight to the point. So it's like, I'm going to tell somebody, just like I tell myself, like, you got to just keep going. Like, this shit don't stop regardless. Like, no matter what happens to you, like, if your heart's still beating, like, you got to still keep going. Yeah, stuff happens and, like, you might feel sad and shit like that, but you got to get over it because at the end of the day, your bills still got to be paid. You still need somewhere to sleep. You still got to eat. You still got people that's dependent on you. If you got kids, if you got whatever your situation is, stuff still has to be done. So you can't just sit around and pout and worry about what already happened. You got to try to prevent the next thing from happening. So, I mean, just all you could do is pray and keep going. Just keep going. Yeah, just keep the ball rolling. The ball gotta keep rolling. Real rap.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, is there anything that you would like to tell the people, give the people, promote, shout out, anything you like to get off, uh, prepare people for, anything you have coming soon, things we should be looking for?
Um, yeah, I mean, just go download my project, Hi, I'm Steezy 2. That's on all platforms. I dropped it on October 30th. Couple videos on the way. I'm working on the No Limit video. We gotta shoot a couple more scenes for that, and that should be out. Yeah, just follow me on Instagram at 3EyeSteezy. Twitter, the same thing. You could buy my merch, 3EyeSteezy.com, or you can hit me up on Instagram. Yeah, that's really it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Once again, my brother, I appreciate you. I thank you
appreciate
for
you for
coming
having me,
through,
man.
to sharing your time with us, me and the guys. Fellas, Jules, Quaz, Cozy, Chris, Mars. I'm here with the guys. I'm Wayne Woods, and we always got the vibes. Thank you, Paradise Studios, once again for always having us. And we gonna sign out this bitch. We gonna pay the bills. And fellas, as always, let's get the fuck out of here.
You are now tuned in to the Morning Woods podcast by my brother Wayne Woods. Oh, that.